WNY News Now election night coverage with the latest in the race for New York governor. Governor Kathy Hochul and her running mate Antonio Delgado declaring victory at the just a little before the 11:30 mark. Let's listen in live to the event in New York City.
Thank my parents, my family, the that raised me, my friends, the team that were a part of this grind, supporting me every single way possible. To my little guys, Maxwell and Coltrane, always keeping me grounded, full of purpose. And of course, to my amazing wife, partner, Lacey. I knew from the very first moment I saw you that you were the one. That so was love at first sight. You light up my world, and I have no vision. No vision without
on the bridge that she's coming out. Okay.
Let me just say this, as I take all of this in, I can't help but think about all that New York has given to me. It starts with the two people who made me. My biological father, Tony Delgado, born and raised in Schenectady, New York, black with Cape Verdean roots. For those who are wondering, that's where the Delgado comes from. My mother, Velma Gomez, born and raised in Saratoga, New York, black with Latino roots. And that's how you get Antonio Ramon Delgado.
Hi,
I love you, Mom. You are the reason why I know the power of love. New York also gave me the man who raised me, William Hill, a graduate of Syracuse University, who taught me the value of education, hard work, and accountability. New York gave me my upbringing and my church family, Macedonia Baptist Church, where I spent every Sunday of my childhood. New York gave me my first love, basketball, where countless hours of playing on the Central Park courts in Schenectady. New York, the birthplace of hip-hop. Shout out to the South Bronx. Gave me the culture and my passion for its truth and its power. New York gave me my education from Martin Luther King Jr. Elementary School on 20th Avenue in Hamilton Hills to Colgate University in Hamilton, New York. New York gave me my soulmate, Lacey, a black Jewish girl from Ulster County who was in a long line of New York Jews from Eastern Europe to Ellis Island to Brooklyn. New York gave me Maxwell and Coltrane, both born at Mount Sinai Hospital in Manhattan, now 9 years old in 4th grade in Rhinebeck. New York gave me the opportunity to become the first person of color to represent upstate New York in Congress. So in the 90% white, very rural district with a hip-hop album. And now, New York has given me the honor of serving as your lieutenant governor, the first black person with Cape Verdean and Latino roots to hold that state office. I am New York. Now thinking back to that little boy who's connected to cutting coupons, groceries, my mother, while Patty LaBelle was playing in the background, it's hard to imagine that I've been looking out at all over New York, serving alongside the governor, leading the state. But here I am, and I owe so much of this to New York. I owe my family, my career, the love of my life, my purpose, all of it to New York. And so I stand before you, not as someone who is here to politic, but to extract power from you. I come here to serve you, to serve this great state that has given me so much, to give you all that I've got and more, with nothing but love in my heart. And I say this knowing that we as New Yorkers have so much to give right now in this moment, so much to represent in this moment, no matter what is going on across the country, no matter what the power dynamics, no matter who's in Neutral, Woke Party. We must continue to be a beacon of progress. New York must continue to stand up for equality. It is our state that will be that guiding light for our country in these desperate times. This country needs New York right now. Protecting the rights of everyone, looking out for those vulnerable amongst us, the marginalized, the neglected, the forgotten, the exploited, and we will achieve all of this through love. We know we face threats from an extreme and anti-democratic and divisive brand of politics growing across this country that seeks to claw back hard-earned rights. But together right here in New York, we will stand up and defend our rights, reproductive rights, voting rights, the right to have a safe community, free of gun violence, and the right to access the benefits of a 21st century economy for everyone, and not just a privileged few. Now listen, the road ahead is going to be tough. It's not going to be easy. Great leadership is required. And as I reflect on all that New York has given me over the course of my life, how fortunate am I to have the historic opportunity to serve along the first woman to sit in the state's highest office, Governor Kathy Hochul. I'm fortunate and blessed not just because of what she represents. That's right, go ahead. Represents of all little girls and little boys like poetry and Maxwell across our state and the country, but also because she's a genuine martyr, a true public servant who leads from the heart with empathy, compassion, and great strength. She is someone who truly cares about the people, and I'm so excited to serve with her. I'm so fortunate to be able to step into this history-making moment with her, and to make the absolute most of it together for the betterment of our great state, the Empire State, New York. God bless New York. God bless America. I love all of you.
Now, that was New York Lieutenant Governor Antonio Delgado, who was speaking to a crowd gathered to see and support his campaign, along with his running mate, New York Governor Kathy Hochul, in their bid for election. Now, as of the latest results that we're seeing here, the race was pretty tight earlier on in the evening. However, their lead has substantially grown. I'm actually just going to refresh my page here, and it looks like as of 11:30 at this time, Hochul and Delgado holding 50% of the vote over Lee Zeldin's 38%. That's according to New York's Board of Election as of now. 10,000 districts of 14,000 districts reporting. So it does look like at this point, Governor Kathy Hochul is the projected winner here. Mr. Delgado declaring victory on the stage as we await to hear from New York Governor Kathy Hochul. She took office earlier this year after her predecessor, former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, resigned amid scandal. She worked to try to get out of that. However, her previous pick for lieutenant governor, did not go so well for her, as he was investigated and charged in regards to fraud. Her campaign then pivoted to picking Representative Delgado as her lieutenant governor. And since then, they've been campaigning on a path to secure election this fall. However, on the flip side of the coin, Republican challenger U.S. Representative Lee Zeldin has fought incredibly hard to try to push back against their campaign, citing several of what he called failed policies that the governor's office dealt, including, and quite possibly one of the biggest here in New York State, was that of New York's bail reform, an issue that was handed to her when she took office. But now New York Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul has quite a few challenges ahead. In addition to dealing with the rising crime here in New York State, she also has to deal with inflation, which has been on the minds and in the wallets of so many across the Empire State. But tonight, New York Governor Kathy Hochul, the projected victor here in the race for governor, not without a fight from Republican challenger Lee Zeldin and Allison Esposito, a law enforcement member from New York City. We're back out here live now at the event in New York City, where we await remarks from Governor Kathy Hochul, who takes the stage.
Directly to New Yorkers. same love. And I will lead with strength and compassion, not with fear and anger. Together, we'll put our values to work to lift up all and leave no one behind. We'll build a state where families can afford to raise their children. We'll create good-paying jobs from Long Island to the city, the Hudson Valley, the North Country Valley, the Buffalo, and the Southern Tier. There'll be no limit. Creating good-paying jobs. Also, give everyone what they deserve: safe, affordable housing, because that's one of their rights. And make sure that all our kids will succeed in school and achieve their full potential, and live in communities without fear, have the safety to walk through streets and take our subways without illegal guns on our streets. This is a place where fundamental rights are protected and women can make their own decisions about their bodies. I will never take for granted the trust you place in me. And I'll tell you this, the road here from Buffalo is not always easy. My parents started out married life in a trailer park, but they rose up through hard work and education and lived themselves out of their circumstances. And they raised me in a strong social justice Catholic family where I was taught to fight for others. And it sparked my passion for public service. And that's why as a young mom, I ran for office, eventually being elected to every single level there is, local, county, state, federal, and now I've had the honor of a lifetime becoming the person to lead this state. I have felt the weight on my shoulders to make sure that every little girl and all the women of the state who've had to bang up against glass ceilings every time they turn to know that a woman can be elected in her own right and successfully govern a state as rough and tumble as New York. And yes, the glass ceiling, like the one that's above us here today, has finally been shattered and shaken short, and we will make it happen. Closing, I know it's been a long night. I feel the energy, I feel the love, and I really don't let it out and celebrate this one. We'll get there, but it's still closing. The lessons of tonight's victory are that given the choice, New Yorkers refuse to go backwards on our long march toward progress. We embrace the torch that was passed to us from all those who fought the good fight years before we came here. And in so doing, we commit that we'll make that torch glow even brighter before we pass it on to the next generation. We've achieved so much in just 1 year. Now I ask all of New Yorkers to join me as we act with boldness and urgency and accomplish even more for the next 4 years. I believe with every fiber of my body that our best days do lie ahead, that will capture the essence of New York exceptionalism and continue to work hard to better the lives of all. Tonight, you put your faith in me, and I will never let you down. Never let you down. Thank you for the love and support. Together, we're moving upward, onward and upward. May God bless all of you. Great New York and the United States of America. Thank you, New York. I love you.
have it, New York Governor Kathy Hochul elected officially the first woman governor of the Empire State of New York. Hochul declaring victory just moments ago while speaking to her supporters downstate. Now, she became the governor when her predecessor Andrew Cuomo resigned amid scandal, making history to be the first woman, as I mentioned, to be elected to the job. She was serving as an interim governor of sorts until this election officially took place, vying for her office. Now, results are still coming in from some rural counties. However, Hochul has a sizable lead here over Zeldin with over 50% of the vote. And she has quite the task ahead of her to address rising crime, inflation here in the Empire State. And she touched on that briefly here tonight, and that she's going to lead the Empire State through this tough time. So many states are seeing similar consequences. There's her now with her new grandbaby, who, like many at this hour, are ready for a bed. Another note here, the first, her husband becoming the first husband of the governorship here in New York. So Governor Kathy Hochul besting Lee Zeldin in the race for New York governor. We thank you for joining us for WNY News Now as we wrap up our election 2022 coverage. Of course, there are so many races that we've been covering throughout the evening here on our program. And if you missed any of it, you can stay up to date with us at WNYNewsNow.com and on our 24-hour streaming channel at WNY News Now and channel 716 on Roku. And we will be back here tomorrow at noon with a full recap for you, breaking down all of the races and hearing from the candidates. For everyone at WNY News Now, I'm Justin Gould. Good night.